Welcome back, everyone. Today we are tackling a classic graph problem, clone graph. This is a fantastic problem to test your understanding of graph traversals and object references. If you are preparing for coding interviews, this one comes up quite often, so let's dive in. First, let's quickly recap what we are dealing with. A graph is essentially a collection of nodes, also called vertices, connected by edges. For this specific problem, we are dealing with an undirected connected graph. This means if node A is connected to node B, then node B is also connected to node A, and there is a path between every pair of nodes. The core of this problem lies in understanding the difference between a shallow copy and a deep copy. A shallow copy just copies the reference or address. Both variables point to the exact same object in memory. A deep copy, however, creates a brand new independent object with the same values. Our goal is to create this deep copy structure. So here is the mission. You are given a reference to a node in a connected undirected graph. You need to return a deep copy of that graph. The input is just one starting node. The output must be a completely new graph where every single node is a new instance, but the connections between them mirror the original graph exactly. The tricky part about graphs is that they can have cycles. If node A connects to node B and node B connects back to node A naive copy approach would loop forever. To solve this, we use a HashMap. This map acts as our memory. It stores the mapping between an original node and its cloned version. Before creating a new node, we always check this map to see if we have already cloned it. Let's look at the depth-first search, or DFS, approach. It is a recursive strategy. The logic is simple. First, handle the base case where the node is null. Second, check our visited map. If the node is already there, return the clone. Third, if not, create the clone and put it in the map immediately. Finally, iterate through neighbors and recursively clone them. Visually, imagine we start at node 1. We create node 1 prime. Then we dive deep into its neighbor, node 2. We create node 2 prime. If node 2 points back to node 1, we check our map, see that node 1 prime already exists, and just link it. This recursion unwinds, building the entire clone structure safely. Alternatively, we can use breadth-first search, or BFS. This is an iterative approach using a queue. We start by cloning the first node and adding it to the queue. While the queue isn't empty, we pull a node out, look at its neighbors, and if a neighbor hasn't been visited yet, we clone it, mark it as visited, and add it to the queue. Then we link the clones together. Always remember your edge cases. What if the graph is empty? The input node will be null, so we should return null. What if there is only one node? We just return a new node with no neighbors. Handling these basic cases prevents unnecessary crashes. For complexity, both DFS and BFS are very efficient. The time complexity is big O of V plus E, where V is the number of vertices and E is the number of edges. We visit every node and traverse every edge exactly once. Space complexity is big O of V, primarily for the hash map and the recursion stack or queue. To wrap up, deep copying requires creating new instances for every node. The secret sauce is the hash map to track visited nodes and handle cycles. You can use either DFS or BFS, as both provide the optimal linear time complexity. Master this pattern, as it is foundational for more complex graph algorithms.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.